Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that there could be a flip at Ethereum soon, namely that there could be more staked ETH than ETH on centralized exchanges, and this can actually flip just in a couple of weeks. So let's talk about that. Then the second topic, what I would like to discuss is how BlackRock's Spot ETF application is different. I mean, Spot Bitcoin ETF application is different from the previous ones, and why can maybe this one win? And the third news is all about that I've talked about in a short video during the weekend, that Celsius is going to swap their altcoins to Bitcoin and Ethereum from the 1st of July. But what kind of altcoins and in what amount they hold? So let's talk about that as well. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, if you would like to keep yourself up to date in crypto and blockchain, simply just subscribe to Blockchain Bloom, because every single day I'm bringing you the fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news, long videos, short videos, you know, and you will be up to date. That's the whole point why I'm doing this, what I'm doing. And if you like this kind of content, what I'm creating, then hit the like button. Don't forget that. So let's start today's show. Okay, and for start, as usual, let's have a look at the market, where we can see that actually Bitcoin is down, but slightly bit, just 0.3%, 26,429 US dollar, while Ethereum is down 0.5%. That makes Ethereum price 1,725 US dollar. When we're looking at the top gainers, Maker is in lead with 4.3%, Flare with 4.2%, and Stacks with 2.3%. As you can see, not major moves in the upside. Then we have losers, of course. KuCoin token down about 9%, ApeCoin 5%, Pepe about 4%. So not huge moves up and down. When we're looking at the daily Bitcoin chart here, we can see that actually we are, kind of confidently back into this falling wedge, and now we, staying right now just above this 26,000 with a couple of hundreds, and still, waiting for the move to break out and go higher and higher, because this falling wedge is actually all over bullish pattern, put it this way, but we still have to wait for that. Okay, and one thing I wanted to actually show you guys, this is the Bitcoin spiral based on halving. So this is actually also an interesting one. And if you wish, then we can just discuss what we can see here, because it can predict maybe a couple of things. Okay, we shouldn't forget that Bitcoin is 14 years old, and when it's based on halvings, we had 3 halvings so far, so we don't have that amount of data we're going to have like in 20 years or 10 years already, when we have more halvings. However, we can also draw some conclusions. And when we're looking at here, these green dots here where the cursor is, this shows the halving. And, this is, all going around. Each quarter, like this, it's representing a year, because every halving is roughly speaking in 4 years. But when we actually, I zoom in for you guys, then you can see it here that, the halving happening every 210,000 block. So 210,000, 420,000, and so on and so forth. What is interesting is that with these red dots, so look at this. Here we have the green one is the, as I mentioned, the halvings. Then we have the red dots, and the red dots are where the market bottom was before. And when we look at this, look, here we have one red dot, here we have another one, here we had the last one, which was, around 15,400. And also here, this one. So actually, all of them were in this quarter, and look at this line, quite close in which blocks in they are after halving. Very, very, very similar. Okay, As I said, the statistics, we had just 3 halving in the past, and we have actually 4 bottoms marked so far. But do we have another bottom soon or not? This is, of course, the question. But according to this one, probably not. Probably not. And when we're looking at here, when we have all-time highs, the all-time highs always the blue ones here. So the majority of the all-time highs also happens here in at least if you're looking at this quarter. Actually, even narrow it down to this little part. And what is another one? It's this blue dot here. This is the in that cycle the highest, because these blues, as you can see, many it's like always new highs. When it reached 21,000 and then it went to 25,000, then it went to 26,000. There's always new higher. But these blue dots, which are roughly here, and you can see again the blocks, they're quite close to each other. Every single halving. Every single 4-year period, or depends, you're looking at here the block numbers, how you would like to see it. But bottom line is that what if we're just looking at this and make our calculations? Interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to show this for you. Okay, and now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic is all about that there could be a flip in Ethereum soon, which means soon there could be more staked ETH than ETH on centralized exchanges. So there is an interesting change going on Ethereum, and look at this here. Basically, the top one, the light blue one, shows Ethereum on exchanges as it's going down, is being less and less and less, especially recently. When we're looking at here this purple line at the bottom, it shows how the staking goes with Ethereum, and the amount here we can see the millions. So when we're looking at in numbers, we can see that earlier this week was 22.8 million ETH completely staked, compared to 24.3 million ETH sitting on exchanges. And look, at the start of the year, it was more than 41% difference, so 41% more on centralized exchanges than staked. End of May, that was just 16%, and now it's about 6%. So as you can see, this gap is narrowing, and sooner or later, probably in a couple of weeks, we're going to see more staked ETH than on exchanges. And why is this? Obviously, simply the SEC pressure on centralized exchanges, that people feel less and less secure to keep Ethereum there. But actually, if we looking at here, Glassnode, you can see that actually this has happened, but happened already with Bitcoin as well. It's coming down from the 2020 August, so even before the staking has started. But since here it was a bigger drop, obviously here with the FTX scandal, again, which was, a centralized exchange. And now when here staking is now, unstaking is now possible. Before staking is possible since phase 0, and that was in 2020 December, roughly speaking. But at least in the fourth quarter of 2020. But now, since April, we can now unstake, and after that you can unstake. It's not that risky anymore. So when you're looking at this, then about 20% is now staked or on centralized exchange out of this 120 million ETH, which is in circulating supply. So interesting, but there is some change going on for now. And definitely don't forget, if you keep your crypto on exchanges, not your private key, not your crypto. That's very important to understand. But when we're talking about outflows, then we can see, for example, here this one was spotted, and about 15,000 Bitcoin was sent out from Binance. And whoops, not that one. Here. But before the FUD starts, Binance also announced that we'll be moving funds from our BTC cold wallet to our new address. And it was announced. So if you see any significant movement of Bitcoin from our wallets today, that is why, funds are shuffled, as they're saying. And when you're looking at this wallet number, is also here, this one. Okay. And now let's move on to the second topic. And the second topic is all about how BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF could be different, their application, put it this way, than the previous ones. Okay, so BlackRock may have found a way to get SEC approval for spot Bitcoin ETF. This is how the title looks like at CoinDesk. So the assessed management giant included surveillance sharing agreement in this proposal. So that's different. So which could eliminate the risk of market manipulation related to Bitcoin. So basically what's happening, so BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust application to the US SEC this week, that was last week, might stand a better chance than the previous attempts by other funds manager, thanks to the promise of the surveillance sharing agreement between exchanges. So on the page 36 of the NASDAQ, where the proposed ETF will be listed, 19B4 fitting, it's stated that it might gate against market manipulation. NASDAQ will be brought in to enter into surveillance sharing agreement with an operator of a spot trading platform for Bitcoin. So surveillance sharing agreement allow for the sharing of information about market trading activity, clearing activity, and customer identification, allowing for little possibility of market manipulation. And many times the problem was that there could be manipulations and other things with the previous ones. Somewhere it's written actually on, but I forgot to highlight that one. Or yeah. Anyway, so bottom line is so this is what's the difference, and this can actually maybe work out. However, here we have the industry veteran Dave Weisberger, who is the CEO and co-founder of CoinRoots, saying that why should it be necessary? So he said that in an interview with CoinDesk, because Kraken, Coinbase, and the others, all of their data feeds are public. He added, the SEC could clearly get all the data or hire someone to feed it to them. You can know every trade in every order, and that will give the SEC the ability to say, hey, this looks like a manipulated trade. So who did it? So now there's an argument that why is this surveillance sharing agreement actually that important? And some point out that this is actually now different in their application, and this can maybe help. Question mark. We're going to see it. We're going to see it because, BlackRock, they are massive. They are the biggest, asset manager. And if now, when the SEC has all this thing going on against crypto, now they're saying we're feeding a spot Bitcoin ETF application, they might know something. Maybe part of manipulation. By the way, there are rumors now that Fidelity will make a seismic crypto move soon. So rumors are Fidelity will buy out Grayscale or file a spot Bitcoin ETF application, as BlackRock did. So maybe the giants making their move soon. Now, SEC others, maybe this whole manipulation, pushing down the crypto market, make for these guys even cheaper and cheaper to collect. And then when they have their backs, then they just say, okay, so let's do it. So interesting. Anyway, what do you think? You can let me know in the comment section. Okay, and now let's move on to the last topic. And last topic that I've talked about in a short video during the weekend, that Celsius will convert alts to Bitcoin and Ether pretty soon. But what kind of alts they have? So which alts can have selling pressure? Let's talk about that. Okay. So, this was the news that, from the 1st of July, under the revised plan, Celsius will convert all altcoins from customers with expectation of custody and withhold account to Bitcoin and Ether. Now, here we have this list. So what kind of altcoins they're holding? The amount is 141 million, a bit more. What they're holding. And look, when we're looking at the top ones, at least those ones, I'm not going through the whole list, but the biggest share they have in the altcoins is CEL token, Celsius own token. They have that amount on 72 million US dollar. Then they have Chainlink, Link token, almost 60 million US dollar, and they have Polygon Matic token for more than 12 million US dollars. So if you're looking at, these are the three biggest, and then have you others: Synthetics, Aave, BNB, Uni, Mana, Avalanche, 1inch. You can see them here in the amount, so I'm not going to read them out. Bottom line, they start to convert. How they do it from the 1st of July, this is a good question. They're doing everything on the 1st of July, or they're just starting it. And, I don't know the steps really. But maybe these coins can have a sell pressure. What happened recently with Robinhood, probably, that there was some sell going on and push down the altcoin market. Maybe not just these altcoins will be then going down, but like it was, previously, the whole altcoin market goes down, and then maybe Bitcoin price is staying more stable. But we're going to see it. We don't know it for sure, but at least just good to know what they have in what amount. Right. Okay. That's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I'm making you fresh videos to keep you up to date. So if that's important for you, then simply subscribe. Subscribe bell button all, and then you will get the notifications as soon as a new video is out. Hit the like button. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, what I'm creating for you every single day. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.